What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. In this video, I'm gonna be cutting one of my barbers. His name is Jamin. I haven't cut his hair in a long time. It was probably my third or fourth video on my YouTube channel. So anyway, guys, we're gonna do a mid-fade with some notch parts, some texture on top, and I'm gonna show you guys how I handle his thinning front hairline. Without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, we're gonna start off with some block graduation. Go ahead and set up our perimeter so we can get the top knocked out. And then we'll come in and do our fade underneath. So you guys can see, I sectioned the side out of the way. I let the crown lay where it wanted to lay. We're gonna do block graduation down each side, creating the perimeter that we want. We're gonna drop it in the back slightly to make sure that that crown can lay down. You guys see, we'll make a nice perimeter to start with. Then we'll move on to the top, get that all finished, and then we can cut the sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and section it down the middle. I'm gonna pull it out to each side and make it go to the perimeter that we started with. That'll make sure that nothing can hang over once we get done with the top. So you guys can see I'm just taking that out, connecting it to the perimeter. Now we'll have a guide on each side. When we come to the top, you can see where it falls out of my fingers. That's our shortest length. I'm gonna go through and do a nice point cut throughout the top. I am leaving his fringe out. We wanna make sure we maintain that. He does have some thinning on his fringe and his front hairline. So we will tackle that right here by connecting it vertically to the back, and we're just gonna slightly clean it up. Now I can clean the hairline up from the front, and we'll move on to the sides. I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry it dry, that way my clipper will feed into it, and then we'll start on the sides. Start off on the sides, we're gonna come in with a number 4 all the way closed. You guys see, if I let that clipper just slow down and feed into the top, we'll get a nice connection to the top, and we won't have a lot of work to do afterwards. So I'm gonna come in with my slim lines, creating a ball guideline that follows the weight line that we started with. So you guys can see I'm dropping it in the back. I'll go ahead and bald all that out underneath. Then we'll come in with the shaver and get it down to skin, and we can start our first step. First guideline will be with the lever all the way open. We're gonna go about 3/4 of an inch up, following the same guideline. So we'll work from the front to the back, drop it in the back just like the ball guideline, and then we can start to work the line out from the bottom. Now, because we punched that line in, we're gonna go ahead and scoop the line out with the same trimmer. So we'll start off with the slim lines, just scooping that line up. After that, we'll come in with the clipper all the way closed at the bottom of the section. We'll flick that line up just a little bit more, and the last line that's left above that will come out with the clipper halfway open. After that, we can use our lever to get out any dark spots that are left in this section before we move on. Next, we'll come in with the one guard all the way open. We're gonna do another guideline the same size, following the same guideline as before. So we'll drop it slightly in the back, and you guys can see this guideline's a little bit less visible. It is starting to blend in, and on this blonde hair, it is a little bit easier as well. So we'll do the lever all the way open, then immediately come in underneath that with the lever closed. We're gonna go 2/3 of the way up into that section, leaving a slight line between the two sections we've done so far, and the half guard will take that last line out. Now we'll come in with the half guard, and if you guys watch my channel, I like to call this the magic eraser. It's just gonna come through, it's not gonna do a lot, you're not gonna see it do a lot, but it will lighten up that last line that's in between those two sections. And for those of you who are new here, one of my biggest things I teach is that the half guard and the 1.5 guard are not to be used for a whole section. These are our connecting guards that will connect between the no guard, the 1, and the 2. So we're not going to use those for a whole step. They will just blend everything together. Now we're going to come in with the 2 guard all the way closed. We're going to flick into the 4 that we started with. We should have one slight line left behind, and that will come out with the 1.5. And we're going to use that just like we did the half guard. It will just be used to take that last line out, and you guys can see that here. Now we're going to come in and edge up the C-cup. You can see his hair color is very light, so we are going to do some enhancement on this just to make it pop a little bit extra. He doesn't get a real sharp hairline, so I'm going to come in and edge up the C-cup. I'm not sure if I edge up the vertical bar here, but we will edge it up and do a little bit of enhancement on it. So now that I have it lined up, I can really see my finished product on this side. So I'm going to come back through and polish it up. I'm going to start with my 1.5. We're going to go through that area. If it doesn't clean it all the way up, now we're back to the 1 guard open. Then we can close it, work our way all the way back down if we need to until we're happy with this side. All right, moving on to the back, we're gonna do the same exact steps so you guys follow along. We'll start off with our open clipper and then start to work that line out from the bottom. So slimline at the bottom, closed clipper above that, and half open above that. And real quick, I wanna tell you guys, it is New Year's week. It's New Year's Eve right now if you're watching this. I hope you all had an awesome Christmas and spent some time with family. And I know we're all looking forward to 2021. So you guys leave me a comment down below. Let me know, not really a resolution, but let me know what your goals are for 2021 and what you look to accomplish or change or anything like that moving forward to the next year. I'll tell you guys, my goal is pretty big. It's honestly a little bigger than I think maybe I can accomplish, but I like to aim high. So my goal is to hit 100K on YouTube. Guys, we're almost at 18,000. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please do that. It helps the channel out so much. Appreciate all you guys that watch my content. I definitely never expected to be anywhere near 20,000 subscribers. So we're gonna be close to 20 moving on to 2021, and my goal is to get to 100K. So if you guys are watching, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, show me some love, and I definitely appreciate it. So you guys can see this side's finishing up. We came in with our 2 connected to the top. Now the 1.5 is connecting the last part of this line that we have. I can already see I'm gonna have to touch it up a little bit, so I'll probably come in right here with the 1 guard open and clean it up. Now he wanted to add a couple notch parts here in the back, and you guys know that's kind of one of my things I like to do. I'm gonna start off with 2 lines, we'll make them real skinny, and then we can come in, we'll invert the trimmer, and we'll blow out the back side of that. And you guys see we keep it skinny at the front, thick in the back. We want to make them pretty much the same exact size, and they should disappear into the bald at the front. So I think actually off camera at the end of this, I went ahead and balded this side out a little bit more so that these disappeared a little bit better. We'll add some enhancements so you guys will be able to see them a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead, I didn't really film this for the enhancement part, I just did it last second, but this is Tomb 45 black brown, very light coat, and you guys will see it will actually match his hair nice. Not necessarily even look enhanced, but you guys can use the black brown on blonde hair and lighter brown hair, and you just want to use it real light and you can get away with it. Now I'm going to come in with the razor. This is the Tomb 45 triple cartridge razor. I'm going to go ahead and sharpen up these designs. We'll hit his hairline real quick with it, just make that enhancement pop a little bit more, and we'll style it up and you guys can see the end result. Now I'm going to come in using my Dyson and the diffuser. I have added some sea salt spray to his hair. I'm just going to use the diffuser to bring some texture back out. I'm going to basically leave the front. We're not really going to make sure it curls back up. We want that to come down in the front, but I will use it on the rest of his hair just to bring out that texture that we put in there. And then we'll comb the front down, tackle the fringe, and you guys can see the end result. I'm going to comb his fringe down. I'm looking for a nice area where we can go straight across, give him a nice consistent fringe. I'm going to do it with my shears, but I believe I will come in with my trimmers after this and clean it up. A lot of that long hair likes to move out of the way when you're trying to use your shears. So these absolute hitters will do a good job. Let's go across the front, clean it up. Now we'll add some clay, give it a finished style, and you guys can check it out. Alright guys, there's the before. You can see super grown out. This is one of my barbers in my shop. I don't cut his hair very often, but got to bless him with a cut, and there you guys go. There's the finished product, a mid-fade with some texture on top with some notch parts and color enhancement. If you guys like this video, smash that like button, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're new to the channel, hit that button, and I'll catch you guys next time.